I'm just gonna take a moment right now to give you full permission to just stop and breathe for a second. Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday morning. It's beautiful out. The grass is growing. Oh, I feel like that's a thing people say, like, the grass is green and the sky is blue. Like, it's like this everyday normal thing to say. It's not. Okay, anyway, now it's actually a thing we can say here at the Frey Life house. The grass is so young, but it is so green. It's still coming in, and I think it's gonna be greener and greener as we go on. But this morning is just beautiful. Peter had to take the car in to get looked at. So he is out right now, and I am waking up, had my coffee, having some milk with my pills, and gonna start my vest and everything. Normal, everyday stuff. I'm just gonna take a moment right now to give you full permission to just stop and breathe for a second. I love the birds. That's not a mystery, but I just wanted to share this moment with you guys, that you can just take a second, take a pause, observe something sweet around you, and just have a nice little a breather, because you can observe a sweet moment, and that can give you a little rest and boost in the midst of whatever chaos is around you, whether today's a really great day or a really hard day. You can just take a minute and have a sweet, peaceful moment. Do you guys want a little sneak peek into what I've been doing lately? This looks kind of a mess, and it kind of is, but Peter enjoys kombucha a lot, and he really likes this brand that comes in these glass bottles. And I always thought, even back in Massachusetts, oh, I wish I could figure out a way to get the label off of those bottles so I could reuse the bottles. And I just basically didn't have the mental energy to figure it all out before this. But this season of slower pace and not coming and going and coming and going and just really being home has given me this opportunity to figure out how to get the label off the bottles. I watched a couple of YouTube videos where they were like showing different techniques and stuff, and here's what I've come up with. I also did it with this olive oil bottle because I want to use this to put honey, I call it honeybird nectar, but it's hummingbird nectar I make. Put it in this jar to keep in the fridge. Anyway, I wanted to get the label off, so here's what I do. I try to peel the label off as much. Here, you know what? I can do it even though I'm not planning on keeping this bottle. It's avocado oil. You can put some hot water into the bottle and let it sit for a while to try to let the adhesive melt a little bit. Or you can do it while it's just like this. And I used to think it was worse to try to peel the label off if it's gonna leave the adhesive, but I've learned another trick. So peel off the label as much as you can. Okay, this one's coming off pretty well. You can see it's leaving a little bit of sticky residue, and that's fine now. I used to think that was like the end of the world for a glass bottle. And peel it off. This also goes for, since we've been home and I've been cooking a lot more, I've needed more food storage containers. So this is where we keep our like Tupperware. So I have a set of these that we've had for a few years. I have this one vintage Tupperware and then a couple of jars. I've been saving these, you know, spaghetti sauce jars and salsa jars, and it's been so helpful because now I can have more for food storage, and I really enjoy storing the food. Or like I put baking soda in this old salsa jar. So getting the labels off has been like key. Peel it off. Okay, it's gonna leave a lot of sticky residue. Peel it off. Okay. Then you do a mixture of baking soda and dish soap. Make a paste and then put it on the jar and let it sit for like half the day. Just set it on your counter, go do the rest of your day. Then when you come back, I just start doing it. I've done a little bit with like a warm wet sponge. That helps. Hold on, I'm getting a Dexcom notification. One sec. Okay, hopefully my blood sugar will continue coming up. It was low. I've done some with a wet, warm sponge, and that's especially if some of the label won't come off. And then I also have had success when the label came off and it's just the sticky residue, the baking soda and the soap are on there, and do it while it's dry because it's been sitting and it's dry and crusty. Do it with your thumb like this, and it'll kind of pill up the rest of the glue residue, and it comes up totally. Also, Paramount has been having a dishwasher. I didn't have a dishwasher before this, and it really cleans it out. I noticed with salsa jar and like spaghetti sauce jar, the first time you put it through the dishwasher, it still smells inside, but then like the second time, it doesn't smell anymore. So that's been really good. I've been so excited. So I've cleaned off, this is the third one I've cleaned off of the kombucha bottle. And then I just use our water filter and fill it up. And then I've been keeping them in the fridge, and then I can just get a new one out, you know, every couple hours and drink some fridge water out of an old glass. It gives me some joy. I really enjoy, you guys know, like we really love taking something that was trash or recycling in this case and reusing it in some other way. If you guys missed the video, last night our neighbor had put out on the side of the road for like trash or free kind of an old wooden frame, which was a futon frame, like a couch bed kind of. And we saw it and we instantly were like, that's good wood, let's reuse it. So we took all the screws out. You can go watch that video and see what we created out of that wood, but it just gave us so much joy that we could give it new life and new purpose. Peter is back from the car place, and we are going to take this brisket that he made on the smoker. It had been frozen, but we thawed it out in the fridge overnight. We're going to make
mock Portillo's croissant sandwiches. I was eating the brisket the other day, and I think Mary had got me some hot peppers, and I was like, I'm gonna have hot peppers with my brisket. And as I was eating it, I was getting the vibes of
Portillo's was speaking to you.
Portillo's was speaking to my soul. As I was eating brisket, I was like, we could totally make Portillo's out of this brisket.
And what is Portillo's?
Portillo's is it's a Chicago, or I guess it's everywhere, but we know it from Chicago. And it's not here. There's not restaurants here in North Carolina, but
we love it.
They have an Italian beef cheddar and croissant that is so good, and we're gonna basically make that.
In our Aldi order, I ordered croissants. I ordered some shredded cheddar cheese because that's what Portillo's puts on their sandwiches. And then the other thing that Portillo's does is they have like this, so this will be shaven really, really small slices. And then it's like saturated in this delicious like gravy juice type of thing. So we're gonna just give it a whirl. I've looked at a couple copycat recipes, and we're just gonna kind of make it up as we go with the ingredients that we have. This is some of the fat from the meat when it was cooked, trimmed, yeah. So we're gonna use some of this for the flavoring. We're gonna use some beef broth and some flavorings and seasonings, and we'll see what happens. So there's some really thin strips, and it's gonna be amazing.
Okay, the beef is done, and we're toasting our croissants a little bit. Sprinkle some cheese on, put the meat on, let it melt and get squishy together. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, I am so stinking excited about this. I put hot peppers on mine, and
No peppers on mine.
I tasted like a piece of beef out of the juice, and it tastes so good.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, here, we'll do a little taste
Oh yeah,
test.
it's a bit like floppy and soggy, just like Portillo's.
This reminds me of when we went to Chicago last, and we made a little vlog of us eating this.
Immediately after the airport, we went straight to Portillo's.
Okay.
Priorities, people.
Oh yeah, it's soggy.
Mine's not quite as soggy as yours.
Well, I put some extra juice. Do you want some?
I might need some in a minute. Okay, ready?
Let's taste it.
Set, go. Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah.
We're in Portillo's.
Mmm.
Peter just came in from outside and he picked up his coffee cup, which I had just finished the coffee because he usually doesn't like the rest of the coffee like this low, so I finish it. And then he picked up this can of soda water and it was empty, so then he was like drinking straight from the Brita. Oh my gosh, I was cracking up. Hey babe, you make me laugh.
That's my job in life.
Even when my head hurts. Nice dancing. I like that dancing. It's a sweet poodle.
You are a sweet poodle.
Are you a sweet poodle?
You're the sweetest of them. Oh, dear my poodle.
Oh. That's a good poodle.
Walk backward.
Back, 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 back. This right here is commitment. He wants to water the grass, but he doesn't want to walk on the grass. So he's holding the, is it the pressure washer? No. Good job. It's just the garden stick. It's not the pressure washer. But he's also tried the pressure washer. Not like pointed straight at the grass, but like pointed up so it rains down on the grass.
Hey guys, it's a couple days later and I am editing this footage from Saturday, and we must have had just a really vloggable day because we just had a ton of footage from that day, so there's still more. So this vlog is to be continued. I'm gonna say, as always, we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, guys.
And good night, Harry.